Velus Jones now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Fields going to throw right away. And his first pass is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. That sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Ran it last time, now Fields to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lance. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, 43 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Oh, the return is Jones. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Makes the score Niners 21, Bears nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made them pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a play fake. Lance. And he wisely will throw that one away. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. And Lance again going to keep it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second down, right back to Hunt. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Bears! Well, there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right, get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Now after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. The Lance going to throw. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down and 4, Fields flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Fields now to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down. Santos' kick is up and through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Now Lance. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 43-yard line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Lance finding Debo there for the Niner first.
Here we go.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Lance to throw it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd have the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A very solid gain of 27.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And the Niners get there and bring him down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Third and long. It's Fields. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's taken on the 25. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, first and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Looking for the out route, and he's got it. It's complete to McCaffrey. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. And Lance now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Let's go now. Slide through. Red, cycle. Trail green. Yellow blue. Ready?
Here's Lance. Looking end zone for Jones. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Well, their first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. And this one is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Lance again. Eluding the pressure right. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. And he'll be able to get this up to about the 5-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Lance. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Here's Jones. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Bears take over.
At their own 40-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start with Hunt on the ground, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
A play fake. Now Fields to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hunt. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 18-yard line.
Okay,
The
right.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Working from the gun, Lance. Open man is Samuel, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Ready, go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
White. Red, yellow.
On first down, Lance. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Row 52. Right, 60.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he's going to have a Niners first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
Black ultra. Ready?
And now they'll throw with Lance. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Lance now on first down. Looking end zone for Jones. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Gonzalez to add the PAT. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Fields. Flushed out right. And his his throw is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The safety, Landon Collins, there to make the tackle. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Niners are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And the 49ers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Ball's right. Ready.
From midfield, here's Lance. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Ready, set.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Ready.
They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 41. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd and 4.
Slide blue. Red, cycle.
The Lance going to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 15.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. That one looks like he'll throw here. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Lance and Kittle in sync for the 49er first.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter shift your defensive backs allow you that up.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Fields going to keep it once more. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Fields. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. One last throw here for Fields. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.